Today you're going to watch me try to successfully install a throttle body spacer for my 2008 GMC Denali, which is the 6.2 liter. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions at the end, feel free to comment and like. Thank you.
So we'll want to disconnect the negative battery terminal, which is over there. And once I do that, I will post another video. Once the negative battery terminal is disconnected, as you see, then we need to move to the next steps, which is the engine cover itself right here, and then some of these hoses that are connected to my K&N air filter, and I will update the video after that. So hang on 1 minute. Once the engine cover is removed, there's a couple of clips here. See that gray one there? You're going to have to pull that out to disconnect that wiring harness there. So then I think I'll take out my K&N air filter tube to make it easier to access the throttle body, which is that piece right there, and then we'll kind of go from there. So hang on. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this here, this screw, take it out so I can pull out this end of my air filter tube. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here with this one in the back. And then I'm going to pull the tube out and just lay it on top of the engine back here. So hopefully I can get that done, and I'll show you the update when it's complete. Okay, so you can see that I took the tube off of the cold air intake, and we have the throttle body exposed here. And I just laid the cold air intake tube on top. So you have the opening here as well as here, and I'm going to go ahead and clean that tube on the underside as well, but I will proceed to the next step. Okay, so the next step is actually to remove that gray clip, and then I will pull that black harness off of the throttle body and then unbolt the 4 bolts there to take out the throttle body, and I will update you from there. Okay, you can see I removed the 2 nuts and the 2 bolts from the throttle body, and it's removed. You can kind of see at the bottom there's some gunk, and on the back side of my throttle body it's really dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that with some throttle body cleaner, and I'll pan over here to show you. I'll hopefully not pan too quickly, but you can see how gunky dirty my throttle body is. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that, and then I'll get back to y'all when I'm completed with that. Move on to the next steps of installing the throttle body spacer. Just wanted to show you the 2 bottom bolts are the stock bolts, and the 4 top are the aftermarket throttle body spacer bolts. Just wanted to show you the difference in size there. Now the throttle body spacer instructions say to remove those 2 studs with a 4mm wrench. I don't have one, so I'm going to go ahead and use some vice grips and get those out. As you can see, all 4 bolts have been removed, and now it's time to install the spacer. As you can see, the 4 new bolts that are in here, 1, 2, 3, and there's one over there. The spacer is right back here. You can see it. Also, I have a clean throttle body. It was really nasty, so I went ahead and cleaned it and put it back on. So now I'm going to reinstall the cold air intake, and I'll update the video after that. Thanks. So you see I've reinstalled my K&N cold air intake, and I'll show you back here is the throttle body spacer. New bolts down here, over here. All the connections are back in. So now it's just to turn it on and see what happens. Oh, after I put the engine cover back on, it goes up there. Okay, I have everything reinstalled, the engine hood cover, the cold air intake, all the bolts are tightened, all the pieces are on. The one thing I almost forgot was the negative battery cable back there, so don't forget that if you are doing this. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to do so, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.